One would be hard-pressed to find a country that is more despised on the left of capital than Israel. This is not a sentiment without reason, of course. The State of Israel is a puppet of American imperialism, a virtual apartheid state colonizing Palestinian land. The American bourgeoisie, among others, is quick to label anti-Zionist dissent as anti-Semitic, as Israel is one of America's most committed allies. Surely the mighty Socialist Republic of Vietnam has taken a stand against them then. Surely it has joined other countries in restricting Israel's power and influence in an anti-imperialist show of solidarity. Unfortunately for Vietnam's cheerleaders, it has not. In fact, Vietnam has been more than happy to be a close ally to Israel. The relationship between the two is rich, but it has not always been this way. In fact, it has only recently started to become more intimate. Vietnam recognized Israel as independent in 1993 and only opened up an embassy in Tel Aviv in 2005. However, from this point the relationship flowered. Medical assistance. Medical assistance provided by Israel was the first stepping stone. In 2006 and 2007, Israel sent a team of 54 doctors and nurses to the more remote parts of Vietnam, areas which lacked developed health infrastructure. Their mission was to give medical care, clothes, food, and also farm animals to those in need. The farm animals were to help provide a solid economic base in the region. Agricultural moves like this remain a staple of the Israeli-Vietnamese relationship. The defense sector. Following this, the two found each other to be remarkable partners. It wasn't long before needs in the defense sector were addressed, and in 2012, after a visit from the Israeli Ministry of Defense, that is exactly what happened. Israel Weapon Industries Limited opened up a light arms factory in Tan Hoa, producing the small arms for the Vietnamese People's Armed Forces. Subsequently, the Vietnamese military stocked itself with an Israeli air defense missile system. Defense cooperation has gone further than just weapons, though. Diplomatically, things are looking up for both sides. The two countries recently signed a memorandum of understanding concerning bilateral defense in Hanoi. The details of this memorandum are fuzzy, but it certainly doesn't look like the two countries will be abandoning each other anytime soon. Agrotechnology. Defense is just one side of this coin. However, agriculture is a large motivator on Vietnam's part, especially since it makes up for 13% of Vietnam's GDP and a third of its employment. This is a need Israel is happy to fulfill. The State of Israel is an innovator in agricultural technology and often exports its expertise to other countries. Indeed, technical experts and modern technology have been sent to Vietnam in order to boost production in various industries. Vietnamese students have also been sent to Israel to learn these innovations and bring them back home. Consequences. What does this mean for each country's respective bourgeoisie? Well, first, let us address the Israeli perspective. Israel, by helping develop industry within the so-called Socialist Republic, ensures it has another market to trade its goods in. Not only that, but factories like the one mentioned help create a flow of capital from Vietnam to Israel, directly benefiting the bourgeoisie. Weapons sales like the aforementioned missile defense system are also a part of this. This means more funding for its imperialist ambitions and the further security of American domination in the Middle East. The relationship is arguably more beneficial from the Vietnamese perspective, though. The development of industry in the country means the development of the capitalist mode of production. Thus, the further development of the bourgeoisie is inevitable. However, the growth of the Vietnamese proletariat is also inevitable, as industrial firms grow larger and must employ more workers. The contradictions of capitalism and so-called socialism are only deepened by this.